Hello everyone, welcome to our timeless crystal ball reading. And we'll start by clearing the air. I see a grayish black dog or a dark gray dog. He seems to be sleeping. A little bit on the right of the dog, there's a black creature. I had a feeling it's a cat, but I couldn't determine it very well. The cat is also sleeping, a little distant to the right of the crystal ball from the dog. Just these two creatures, nothing more. I couldn't see anything else. Everybody seems to be sleeping, and there's nothing else I could see. Now I see a face. A face of a person. She looks like a woman with long hair. Okay. Beside her seems to be a smaller face. Seems that the face is sleeping. Could this be a little child? No, it looks like a small creature. It's like makes me think of a raccoon or something. Yes, it's more like a raccoon, sort of cuddled against this woman. So it seems to be a woman who enjoys taking care of animals. I'm not sure this is what... There are 3 animals and there's one woman here. Okay. I don't know if it resonates with you. Somebody who is with three kinds of animal. One seems like, I don't know if it's a puppy or it's a raccoon. And then there's this adult dog and sort of like a black cat. The dog is dark gray. Okay. It's so funny. It seems that there's a little child whose head is cuddled against the body of the dark gray dog. It seems that the child is sleeping also beside the sleeping dog, and the child is cuddled against the dog. Interesting. Okay. It seems to be a very, very cozy situation right now. The dog, the cat sleeping, and then a smaller puppy-like or puppy or raccoon, and then there's this little child cuddled against the dog, and then there is this woman. Oh, interesting. Everybody seems to be peaceful. It's maybe they have gone, I don't know. Could they have just finished an activity and they look tired, or maybe they have gone on a journey or something, or they just finished a journey and they are tired. They are all resting. At least the child and animals are resting. The woman it seems like the woman is also resting. Look at that. They're all cuddled in one area. Or is the woman really resting? I don't know. I get the feeling that the woman looks tired. A little sad. But somehow it seems like the woman is not smiling. Both eyes are a little dark, have dark circles. Her hair is a little disheveled, but not in a very disorganized way, but she looks also tired and a little bit sad. Her eyes are closed. I don't know if she's also resting. All of them were resting. That's all I could see. Let us go now to clarification of what we just saw. Okay. Okay. Let's get some clarification about the woman. Divine source, spirit guides, please give us some clarification regarding this woman who is with this little child and these 3 pets. This woman who looks tired, can you give us some clarification about her? Maybe you can let us know a little bit more of her recent past. And then her recent and her present situation, and maybe a little bit more of her approximate future. Okay, let's move the light a little bit further. Okay, so in the recent past, it seems that the woman has experienced some sorrow. In this figure, I could see it's the 5 of Cups, and I kind of feel that she just had a breakup in her relationship, and this breakup has given her so much sorrow that she couldn't find inspiration anymore around her. It seems like what preoccupies her at this moment is the sorrow of loss. She lost something these cups, the 3 cups, and this sorrow was so deep that she couldn't appreciate anymore the beautiful things that are happening in her present life. She's wearing a dark garb. For some cultures, when a person wears black, it could symbolize the death of a person. But it can also be a symbolism of a death of a relationship. Or it could have been that the woman have experienced a certain situation. It doesn't have to be a relationship. Also, it can be just a situation in her life that has brought her great sorrow, great disappointment, as if she was grieving of a certain loss that she can no longer appreciate what is happening, the good things that are happening in her life. And somehow it made her also feel as if it has injured her or incapacitated her, and it made her feel left out on the cold, as if she had been deprived of assistance, of care, as if she was locked out in the snow. It's sort of like it's as if she has been locked out from she no longer feels that she is receiving any. She couldn't appreciate the blessings that are still there, and it gave her a feeling that she's out in the cold, something like that. She's locked out, and it's as if she is trying to find shelter and comfort, in a hurry to find shelter and comfort to get out of the cold. And it seems that she couldn't find any assistance even from institutions at this present time. Makes me feel like she's at in the recent past. It made me feel that she had the feeling that she's at the end of the rope. I mean, she felt hopeless. Let us try to see the main energy. Okay. So this is the bottom of the card. What we see is the devil. It seems that, yes, the devil can symbolize, if it is a couple, it could have symbolized a relationship that is codependent, a relationship that is toxic. There seems to be lack of hope. It can also symbolize a certain form of addiction that chains a person and prevents them from feeling free. The situation in the recent past seems so depressing, with addictions and sorrow. Let's try to see the present situation. Judgment. Okay. Suddenly I start to have a tingling sensation that seems like this sad chapter of the life of this person is about to end. It seems that the divine is intervening in her life. It seems that after all the sorrow that the person has undergone, it seems that the divine came to her aid, and it gave her a feeling of rising from death, of being freed from the bondage of death. It's as if a new chapter is open, a new hope for her. It's as if whatever sorrow that the woman underwent at this present time, it seems that moment of loneliness has come to an end, and there's a promise of new life. It's like a resurrection from all these difficulties. And it seems that she's more aware now of the presence of the divine, and this presence makes her realize, makes her reflect on her past, on what she had just undergone. I don't know if this second card, which is the Six of Cups, reminds her of the good memories in her past, or makes her dream of wishing that she could come back to the innocence of her youth, where everything seems rosy and love seems innocent. Maybe as this chapter of loneliness is closing at her present life, at this present time she seems to be in a moment of re-examination of her life. It seems that she's finally coming to a phase in her life where she is able to spend more time looking at her life inwardly. She's having more time right now of introspection, of reflecting on where her life has, the direction of her life had been in the past, and it made her long for that innocence that she once had, and that simple love that she might have experienced in her younger years. Let us try to see her approximate future. So this is her approximate future. Okay, interesting. So at this present time, she seems to be slowly overcoming the sorrow of the past, and she seems to be already having an introspection of what she had undergone, and she's looking back and longing for something. I feel that in the near future she will regain an empress status, or she will acquire an empress status. It seems that right now she is undergoing or beginning to undergo a process of transformation, and in the near future this transformation will lead her to become a person that resembles like the Empress, somebody who's very productive, somebody who's so productive to the point that everything around her becomes filled with beautiful things. Abundance. There will be abundance in her. She will be maybe regaining a certain form of creativity and even fecundity. The Empress symbolizes this maternal nature, and then when you see there are a lot of stars on her crown, so she seems, and then she is holding a scepter, so it seems that she will triumph from all these struggles that she had done. She will triumph, and then she will have this abundance in her life. She will be again productive and creative and very much at peace in herself. She will be sort of like in charge, the empress of her life. And her maternal nature will flourish. So, yeah. The child and the 3 pets will be filled with joy and abundance, and then she will be a source of happiness for those around her. So it seems that after all the trials that she had undergone, she will rise from it and attain an empress status. I guess becoming the empress also would make her have also develop some boundaries that will protect her from falling again into such a situation that she had in the past. And it seems that in the near future also there will be somebody who is young. I get the feeling that it could be a younger male who will be rushing into her life, and he is really in a rush to enter her life. And being a knight, it really makes me think of a knight that is about to slay the dragon in the woman's life, and in order to make her the king or the queen, make her the queen of this knight's life. So it seems that in the near future somebody else will be coming around into the life of this woman. Well, that's what I can see here. Maybe we can get some oracle message. I designed this oracle card intending it to be for the Moonology series, but right now I have a feeling of a desire to get these cards about full moon and to get some oracle message from this card deck. Well, let's just follow the intuition, let's just follow the inspiration and try to see. Maybe the message is somewhere hidden here. Let us see. Okay. Let's get 2 cards. 1, 2. Okay, so this is from a quotation from Michael J. Sullivan. I swear, the reason for full moons is so the gods can more clearly see the mischief they create. Okay. So it seems like, yeah, it seems like at this present time, the woman is finally seeing the mistakes that she had done in the past. No, the judgment somehow resonates with this oracle card. It seems, yes, it seems that after being abandoned by institution, her support system, after undergoing a lot of sorrow in her life, it seems that at this moment of judgment, for me, the symbolism of the moon, the full moon, is that somehow, after all these trials, she suddenly have a reconciliation with the divine. She had undergone an interior conversion, because usually the presence of the angels with trumpets usually symbolizes that there is the presence of the divine, or the divine is about to appear. So somehow it shows the presence of the divine, and it seems that the presence of the divine coming to her aid after all the trials that she has come made her realize the mistakes that she had made in the past and the things that she needs to work on her life. I don't think she felt condemned, no. Usually the experience of the presence of the divine, when a person feels the presence of the divine, you will not feel condemned. You will be filled with the awe of the beautiful presence of the divine, the love that the divine gives, the pureness of the love that the divine emanates, or the divine gives to everything that he has created, to the point that it's like a white cloth with some spots in it, suddenly coming closer to the light, and you finally see the spots in the white cloth. It's like a person when you are in the presence of the divine. The brightness of the divine, the greatness, the brightness of the divine makes you see the things that you need to work in your life. And you will not feel any condemnation. And it's like watching the moon. You are filled with the wonder of the moon. And it brings light to everything around. And when the light is there, you get to see your mistakes. And you see the mischiefs that you have done in the past. And oftentimes makes you want to work on converting yourself, or avoiding, or maybe improving your life situation, because you see already the things that you need to change, the things that you need to leave behind. And what follows is a sort of like a deep resolve to go journey towards something that is much better. Now, the second card is from a quote from Cianan McGuire. The moon is the friendliest of the celestial bodies. After all, glowing warm and white and welcoming, like a friend who wants only to know that all of us are safe in our narrow worlds, our narrow yards, our narrow, well-considered lives. Yes, it has, I feel, yes, it's somehow for me at this moment, the presence of the moon is the presence of the divine. And you don't feel any condemnation. All you feel is unconditional love. And it makes you feel, after all the abandonment, everything is just wiped away. And what follows is this feeling of being freed, being loved unconditionally. So it seems, yes, at this present moment, the woman is enjoying the awareness of the divine in her life, and that she feels that the divine is, yes, the friendliest of the celestial bodies. Is right now her best friend, I think, is the divine. I mean, the divine is her companion in her life right now, her source of strength, her source of inspiration. And it made her see again the beautiful things in life, make her look back of the memories, good memories that she had. It made her appreciate again the cups that are not yet destroyed or not yet toppled down. She is beginning to appreciate the cups, and so she has a promising future ahead of her, because she's already getting over that sad chapter of her life. And it seems that right now she is being consoled by the presence of the divine in her life, which I feel is being symbolized by the moon. Yeah. So it seems like maybe the image that we saw about the child and the animals being tired and the woman looked tired, maybe the woman is at that point in that part, they were still rising away. I feel that the image we saw was after this one, when they finally found a shelter after being out in the cold. They found a shelter, and from that shelter, they were all sleeping. They were all sleeping. The judgment came. It's like suddenly the divine came and intervened with their situation. And when you look at it, these people just awoke from the grave. So from the symbolic grave that they were resting because they were tired of all the struggles that they had been, it seems that at this present time, they already woke up from their tiredness from after all the struggles that they underwent, and they seem to be finding consolation at this time. Well, whoever you are who is reading this card right now, and if this situation resonates with you, find consolation in knowing that things will get better in the near future, and that at this present time, the divine is your friend, your inspiration at this moment. Your source of strength right now is the presence of the divine in your life. Just lead this silent hand. Just let this silent hand to guide you. Just go with the flow. Let the divine lead you to peaceful waters. Let the divine guide you and bring you towards these brighter days, which I feel will not be taking a long time to happen. Actually, I feel it is beginning now. So it seems that you have at this present time developed a deeper relationship with the divine. Nourish it, spend more time with it, enjoy in his loving presence, and allow him to guide you, help you get rid of whatever addiction or whatever struggles that you had before, things that made you feel shackled to something, a life that is not very, that is a life that was very difficult. Allow the divine lead you by the hand to clearer and still waters. And remember that just at this moment, I want you to know that you have my prayers and my wish that you will continue to walk with the divine, and that you will find consolation and strength and be able to use the grace that the divine is giving you at this moment. This chapter is ending. A new chapter is opening in your life. Look towards the sunrise. Turn your back away from the night. The night has passed and the sun is beginning to rise. You have a lot of pets and a charming little child who loves pets also. They can also be your loving companions who will cheer you up as you journey towards a brighter and promising future. Well, I hope that the next time you read these cards, you will be smiling and happier, and you would say, yes, it was true. Things are better now in my life. Until next time, God bless you and have a great life.